Okay, once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, our topic for today is about the secondary classification by small lettered group. So, on the small lettered group, this refers to the three types of fingerprint pattern only. These are Raja loop, plain arc, and tented arc. So, always remember the A, T, R. Okay, so this applies to all fingers except the index finger since this is used only for the capital lettered group. If two or three of the same pattern appear after the secondary by capital, a number preceding such pattern should be written. So example, okay, so for example, I have to begin again on the blockings. Okay. So, for example, FPC. So, this is tented arc, central pocket loop whorl, double loop whorl, Raja loop, ulnar loop, amputated, tented arc, plain arc, and central pocket loop. Okay. Now, if the patterns do not belong to ATR and always represent it as dash. Okay, so example, like for example, if CPL, central packet loop whorl, you represent it as dash. Double loop, ulnar loop, since it doesn't belong to ATR, and then CPL. Okay, so we have to block out the following first before we proceed on the secondary classification by small letter. So, capital letter T, capital letter D. This is ulnar loop, so we have to use slant, amputated. So, what is on the other side? That is tented arc. And then, plain arc, CPL, capital letter C, capital letter T, amputated. This is the symbol since that is ulnar, and then double loop sa taas, dito sa baba is Raja loop, so we have to use capital letter R since this is your index finger, and then C. Okay, so that is the blockings. Always put the blockings. There's no need for you to apply blocking if the given is already a symbol. Okay, so next is we have to look for the numerator and the denominator, and that is the primary classification. So we have to begin on the left thumb. So this is, you always remember that whorl has numerical value, and the other fingers which doesn't belong to whorls doesn't have numerical value. So since this is central pocket loop, may numerical value siya. So ilan? 4 plus 16 wala, 17 plus 1 fraction. Always remember the 1 over 1 given fraction. So, we will begin again. Okay. So, 4, 20, 16 plus 4, 20, plus 1, 21, plus 1, 22. Okay. So, that is the numerator. Now, the denominator. No, what? No. So, meaning to say, walang whorl dito sa denominator niya. Only the given fraction 1. So, 22 over 1. Next is the secondary classification by capital letter. So, there is no problem with that. We are just going to copy the symbol for the index finger, and that is capital letter D and capital letter R. Now, as I just mentioned a while ago, those involved on the secondary classification by small letter group are your thumb, all your finger except your index finger. So, thumb, middle, ring, and little. So, do not forget ATR. How are we going to do the secondary classification by small letter? Okay, before we proceed on the thumb, we have to do this first. These three. This is the middle, ring, and little. So, Do this belong to APR? No. So you represent it as a dash. How about this? Since this is tinted arc, so this is the time that you are going to use the small letter group. Now, how about this? Plain arc. Okay. Next, sa baba. Okay, dash. How about here? Dented arc. How about that? Dash. Since that is central pocket loop. Okay. Do not forget to go back to your thumb. So, this is dented arc. Saan natin ilalagay? After the primary classification. This one. Huwag kayong mahihilo always in this location. How about this? Hindi. So, pag sa thumb, there's no need for you to put a dash if doesn't belong to ATR. So, for everybody to understand it, ilagay na lang natin. Pero pag expert na kayo dyan in the classification, there's no need for you to put a dash. So, that is the secondary classification by small letter. Do you want another example? Okay, I will just give you another example. Okay, another example for ATR. Listen carefully. Okay. So, I will just give you directly the symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4. Symbol. Symbol. Okay. Sagot na agad ang binigay ko sa blocking. So, there's no need for you to black out. F, P, C. Fingerprint classification. Huwag kalimutang ilagay yan, ha. Okay. Now, we have to go back again to your primary classification. So, there are no numerical values since there are no world here. Okay, so only 1, the given fraction. Okay, this is 16 plus 1, 17. How about the capital letter? Just copy T over A. How about the secondary classification by small letter? So, this is the fingers that involve plus the thumb. So, this is T. How about this one? Is this radal or ulnar? That is ulnar. How about that? That is ulnar. This one, ulnar. And this one is radal. And then, is that radal? Yes, of course. So, that will be the answer on this part. How about the thumb? Do not forget the thumb. So since this is letter C, that doesn't belong to ATR. So, you represent it as a dash and this one is T. Okay, so that is the answer for the secondary classification by small letter group. Any question? If you have question, you just comment on the box, on the link, so that we will answer your question. God bless everyone and thank you.